Hey, it's been a while since I've made a video. I've been taking some time doing some studying, kind of polishing up on the subject, and trying to get things right in my mind as to what I want to present. Also, I'm in the process of finishing this basement, which is my office. You can't see, but of course I'm right here against the wall on this end, but it goes all the way down that way. And I've just about got all the sheetrock finished being hung on the walls. Still got some small pieces to put up. And you can see in the back corner right here, I got another shelf put up, so you can't see it, but in the floor over here is a bunch of stuff from my old office from upstairs that I didn't have anywhere to put, so it's in the floor. So maybe now I can get it put up. And I got another desk that's going to go in here, so it's going to change the way my videos look, hopefully for the better. But anyway, I've been doing this series on Calvinism and why I am a Calvinist. And in the last video I said we was going to look at election on the next video, so that would be this one. So I just want to I want to give some of my own thoughts, and then probably in the next video I'm going to share with you some teachings of someone who would has a better handle on the subject matter than I do. But anyway, just kind of a side note to change the pace a little bit. I know that's always good for people. Ligonier Ministries, that's LIGONIER.org, which is R.C. Sproul. Of course, I know, if you're not a Calvinist, you're automatically going to throw R.C. Sproul, into the heretical camp or whatever. But anyway, if you don't have such hard feelings, I just wanted to share with you that on Fridays, every Friday now, on their website, they have what's called like Resource Fridays or something like that. And basically what it is they have a select list of like maybe 5 resources that they will put up for sale for just $5. And the last 2 Fridays I have been taking advantage of that and gotten some real good resources. The last 2 times at least, there's always been a music CD listed on there, and I like to have some stuff. Now they are bent towards classical music, so I don't know if you like classical music, but this is the one I just got in the mail today. It was the one I ordered last Friday, and it's called Simple Gifts, and it's it's done on the strings. There's no vocals. It's just string music, and very, very, I love it. Calming, relaxing, So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. Last week I was able to get Consequences of Ideas on CDs for $5. It's back ordered, but the week before that I got his DVD series Chosen by God for $5 and another music CD for $5. So anyways, I just want to share that with you. I think it's a good find. You may not, but if you do, you can check that out. But anyway, Unconditional Election. Now, we're not really going in order of the tulip here. And the reason we're not is the book that I rediscovered on my shelf that I had had never really fully read, that I'm going through now, is called Beyond 5 Points of Calvinism. And it's put out by, was it Banner? No, it wasn't Banner. It was, oh my gosh, this is awful. I should have that information. I was going to bring the book down here with me, but I didn't. I will find it and I'll put it up on this video. So anyway, you can get it there. And I think it's very well done, because not only are they looking at the 5 points of Calvinism, and they will look at, okay, what's the Calvinist view, what's the Arminian view, and most of them they'll even say what is the Openist theology view, which is this new thing that has come out, Clark Pinnock and people like that. And then once they address those 3 views, then they will go in, okay, well, what does the Bible say? And so they'll look at the text of Scripture that the Calvinists believe clearly teach this point. Anyway, well, going through that, they don't go in order of the tulip. So I'm kind of following the order that they're using to share with you. Okay. Unconditional Election teaches this, that God before creation, before he began creation, in his sovereign counsel, he determined that he was going to create mankind. He was going to allow rebellion to enter in. And from a rebellious population, which means every single human being, anyway, every human being is in rebellion against God by nature and by choice. And we'll get to that later when we talk about total depravity. And out of this group of rebellions, he's going to select, or he has selected, a portion of that to actually redeem to himself. He's going to change their hearts and their minds to where they will desire him, and therefore will come out of that rebellion. So the unconditional election is, the reason it's called unconditional is because it's not based on anything foreseen in the creature, in the people. The opposing Arminian view is, or the most prevalent today, is that God, since he has all knowledge of future events, right, he looks down the corridor of time and he sees those who will choose him on their own accord without any assistance of him, or maybe with some assistance. So he will see the ones who will accept him, who will turn to him, and those are the ones that he elects, which the scripture, use the word election, elect, predestine, predestinate. So those are the ones that he does so. The Calvinist view is that, first of all, because of the fall of man, because of original sin, that all people are under bondage to sin. They're slaves to sin and to Satan. And as slaves, using the metaphor, they are unable to free themselves. Therefore, in order for any of them to turn to righteousness, to turn to God, he has to break them free. He has to set them free. And so the unconditional election is that from all of mankind which are slaves to sin, he decides to bestow his grace and mercy upon some and not all. Now, that's kind of the summary statement. We pretty much went over that in some of the earlier videos when I was talking about the 5 points. But we'll get, I'll show you the scriptural reasons as to why we believe that. And like I said, in this next video, I'll let R.C. Sproul actually go over some of these points with us. See you next time.